Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play Rebuild 3 Gangs of Deadville. In the last episode, I forgot my hat and I needed to get it back, but I've gotten it back now. So, we can continue on to the next town. Diane said we'd done well, but she could feel other towns out there that need our help. That was when she noticed the scar from my bite. It had been years since that first night of the outbreak, but I still carry this constant reminder. I finally told her the story, all of it. How I shot Sergeant Haster, how I waited for the fever that never came. Dana was horrified. She pushed me away and accused me of putting the whole fort in danger by not telling her sooner. "You could still be infected," she yelled. "You could have spread it to others, to me!" We were too busy arguing to hear the zombies coming. Let your guard down for 1 second. Dana could have killed them all by herself. She was in such a mad fury, but I was distracted. I let one get too close to me. Dana saved my life, but she... I've seen a lot of people die, but this... Dana bled out in my arms. She talked deliriously about her teenage son, Mason. She was so sure he was still alive out there, so I promised to look for him as I move east. We didn't talk about my bite. My plan to move on hadn't changed, but I guess I'm leading things now. I just hope I can live up to Diane's memory. So now this is the scoring for the last town. What do scores do? I don't even know. I don't think they're recorded anywhere. Maybe they are for single, like the single non-storyline campaign, but it gives you a bunch of bonuses for missions completed, survivors, stuff like zombies killed. The biggest thing is that there's a difficulty modifier. If you go on to challenging, then you don't get any modifier, but anything below that, and you get a reduction in difficulty. Now, I'm probably going to be staying on normal difficulty the entire time. I'm not sure. To be honest, all that challenging does is just makes the zombie attacks so much more annoying and frequent in this game. And if like, I could just leave strategic survivors around to defend, it would be different, but... Oh god, I want to be able to get anything done, and it'd be annoying, so we'll see. But we're moving on to the next town. Alright. A town of rivers and orchards, no doubt named for the Native Americans who were kicked out of here long ago. Well, in their name, we're going to take it back. Except, it looks like we're not the only ones with that idea. 2 other factions are building their own forts here, too. I hope we can work together. I look kinda cool, actually. I like to think that this is the uniform that the guy that I killed on that first night, and I just, like, took it from him. Now I've been wearing it as a constant reminder. The town is now called Witchbane, so I don't mistakenly call it Wichita anymore. Alright, so here's the new town. Different towns can have different missions, but for the most part, it's going to be, like, reclaim a certain amount of buildings, and then other things will happen. As they said, there are 2 factions somewhere. One of them's always going to be the traitor, though. Like, it says 2, but yeah, there's the traitor also. He counts as a faction, just as far as the faction screen goes. You'll notice I have someone who was not with me before. Valentina O'Neill, a soldier. And that is because of my, my incredible charisma. Now, before I left, I actually spent more days in the last town. Of course, Diane... I don't take her with you on the mission. She will not be here if you do. I spent more time leveling a few things up, so I'm a better soldier, and I guess a better builder. I'm almost at a level of science. But I also, since I was scavenging more, I got some other items. I have a chainsaw. I mean, we'll just go over. I've got a chainsaw and a pistol and a hunting rifle. So it was not, and I have a baby, which is just lowering all the skills of my head builder. We want to redistribute a little bit here, though. Chainsaw is for builders. So if I give her the chainsaw, she will be better at building. Then I can give the gun to my soldier. So now she's better at killing. The hunting rifle is interesting. Not only can you kill people, like kill zombies with it, but you can also hunt in this game for food. So that's right, he has Hoarder because I talked to him. So Kenny Higgins is going to be my scavenger. And what's my main character got on him right now? A whip and a top hat. I can deal with that. He's also raging. However, you need to do the... I don't like how the science works, because you have to research the science again every single town, even the simple stuff, which is a little bit annoying. Like, I kind of wish you'd start out with some base stuff or something. I don't know. But first order of business, always reclaim things, especially farms. So we're going to kill this. I'm going to kill this. I'm going to kill this with Broski. And he is going to scavenge. And can she kill? She can. She does have a chainsaw. We'll ignore the fact that she also has a baby. They also reset your speed, like certain settings that they shouldn't reset. But alright, the reclamation of the town of Witchbane is underway. Now, I have some rudimentary building skills, so I'm going to start building that up. That's good. Oh, also, what does she have? She does have tool expert. That's excellent. The chainsaw, I guess, doesn't count as a tool. That's unfortunate. Chainsaw's a tool. Come on now. We're also going to make a save. It's good to make a new save for each town, I think, just in case you need to go back. So we're going to go witches are bad. I fight witches. Unless you're actually, you know, the religion Wiccan, then I guess I don't care. But second you throw a fireball at me, supposedly witches can't do that, but I don't know. Supposedly not the real witch. What am I even talking about? So we're doing that. It's a zombie already. Now at the beginning, sometimes you can take out zombies, like even the hordes, but looks like it's a little bit risky already. So yeah, we're just gonna kill the surrounding zombies, and he's just sitting there being a weirdo. So we want him to... Alright, he can chop wood. In fields, though, you can hunt. So I'm actually going to have him hunt for food. Which might use up ammunition, I don't know. Alright, good. They just finished that. Oh, I think he can also hunt for food in... Yeah, he can hunt for food in forests. That's cool. You just defend against that zombie, please. And they're rebuilding, and they're rebuilding. Cool. I guess I have to see how people want me to, like, play this, because, again, the first parts are going to be, like, pretty repetitive, I think. Yeah, because, again, it's the same each time. And I like, risked burning myself out with this game, because I just played it, I played it for, like, 38 hours trying to learn things. There's still stuff I don't know, there's still events that I didn't find. But a lot of it's just... it just got repetitive, which was unfortunate. You know, I mean, it overstayed its welcome a little bit just because I played it for that long. I didn't think the campaign would be that ridiculous, to be honest. The man is so badass that he can clear out zombies and then build right over them. So here's a crash. Remember I said there was just a random exclamation point in the last town, and I was like, it'll be in the next one? This event pretty much always happens. There's a crash somewhere you can send people to investigate, and it results in one of two things. I know which thing I'm going to choose already, because it's just useful no matter what. I'm going to reclaim this. And it's possible. With our combined powers. Yes. We are strong enough to take him out. And he is attacking. What? But whatever, our combined might is enough to take them out. I say before it happens, but I knew it would be enough. We're going to have you sit here and reclaim a little bit, just because, you know, we need to do those things. My food stores are not looking great, so getting farms high priority. I should have been focusing on that a little bit heavier. A survivor appears. Well, you should stay, because we're, like, happy people. Cool. I mean, it's a little bit dangerous that he's staying, because we don't have a lot of food, but I'm going to put him to work on the farm until that changes. And we want you to rebuild, because my other builder is busy, and we want you to actually kill the big farm. How about you clear the zombies in the big farm? I could try to trade for food, but I just don't have a lot to trade. And I see there's a zombie horde sneaking up over there. Oh, jeez. We're probably going to lose that. Yeah, we lost that alright. But we gained that, I guess. The trailer park is living space, so that's actually pretty useful. I can't reclaim that. Hasn't even scouted yet, but looks like she's powerful enough to kill the zombies, so that's good. He's not powerful enough to take out the zombie horde, which I guess I shouldn't be surprised of, because that'd be crazy. Actually, here, you kill the zombies, and you capture this place, please. That should give us enough food. Alright. More zombies? Yep, more zombies. Defend. And go. Boom. Alright. Another farm. Good. We are no longer neutral. We are positive on food. That means I can take him off farming. And he can help her build. Very nice. Yeah. This is a thing where, like, it'll increase happiness if I give him more ammo. But, I don't have enough ammo, so now he's sad because he's a jerk. I'm also going to take him off hunting, however. Yeah, I just need him to do other things right now. Like, we're low on building materials. Yeah, let's have you scavenge. Let's bring these two warriors together and hope. It's risky. Alright, we're just going to have you defend then. Yeah. And for some reason... Alright, it looks like my innate defense, for some reason, was enough. It was probably a very, very small horde of zombies, and they couldn't really get past our awesome walls, which I'm totally fine with. Alright, a good start has happened, because I've built enough. Whoops, I'm burning daylight here. We want you to take over this process, so the man can do things more befitting of his manliness. Like, scout this laboratory. That'd be good. You can scout this field for me. Actually, I don't know why I want to scout the field. I can just have people kill the zombies in the field, and it'll become scouted. So why don't you scout this gigantic farm instead? And we're going to want to make our way to, let's have a balanced risk and reward for scavenging. I always pick that. It'll get me less equipment, but I'd rather my scavengers don't die. Yeah. It's a giant, awesome farm over there. There's zombie hordes over there. It's not good. So you can defend. Okay, you defend up here. Good. Wow, that's not enough. That's a little bit rough. No, don't kill. Scavenge. That's why I wanted you to go over there. I want my builders to reclaim this. We're just gonna defend for a little bit. Oh, no? Oh, we're just gonna kill you instead, then. How about that? Complacent zombie jerks. Have my level 1 builder build that. We're making good headway here, and we've gotten this entire area locked down. You think we can do this? Risky, and I don't have a hospital. Alright. Fine. We're gonna take the man, and all the zombies there are dead. Do I have enough to trade? Not really. I mean, I have a steady supply of food now. Food, I think, is the best thing to trade in this game. So, because you just usually get a lot of it. So this will give me +1 to building. This is a hammer. This counts as a tool, I think. And this is a backpack. This is a scavenging tool. Alright, let's see if I have enough to get both of these. It's 33. Can I haggle? Get a little discount. So we're gonna give a bunch of food. I don't have enough food to completely cover that, though, unfortunately. Is there any piece of equipment? I don't really need that much. Give him the whip. The whip, I mean, I am using it, but I'm sure I'll get a better weapon. I really just want that hammer. Good, I'm already getting a ton of food back. So, I mean, in a controversial decision, guess we'll have you take care of her daughter for a bit and teach her how, zombies work. It'll be fine. What could happen? This game makes you make some, like, kind of crazy decisions just because it's just easier. Like, the mechanics make way more sense, and there's not really any penalty. In a way, there's just a penalty for not doing it. So since she has tools expert, and now she has a tool, She just gained a lot of building thanks for that. She is a super builder right now, and she'll be able to reclaim things way faster than previously. So that's why I wanted to do that. He's got nothing. There's got to be something I can give you, right? Not really? Okay. He, however, the backpack is a scavenging thing, because they can carry more back with them. So he gets the backpack. He is now a cooler scavenger. And he can scavenge more effectively, so we're going to have him look for building supplies and other things there, possibly ammunition. We're going to have you clear out this farm, so that when they build here, I can take that farm and get tons of food. And then we'll be good on food. I think volunteer guards are enough for now, right? Yeah. Might have to change that. I might end up changing that once I get the government. So I'm gaining 4.5 foods a day. I believe this place can support some more people. So I'm probably going to be looking for survivors after this. Oh, look at this. There's a faction right here. Right next to me. But am I close? I can't even... Can I see it? Yeah, if I scout, I should be able to see it. It's actually weird that it didn't... Normally, I would just know about that. Alright, what happened? Natural disaster struck Witchbane last night. It looks like they took out one of our apartments, so... I now have -2 places. Alright, so the Luddies. These are the first faction that I'm encountering. Back when we had things like the internet and reliable electricity, I never stood the people who insisted on living off the grid. But now that we have to survive without this stuff, these folks don't look so silly anymore. After civilization started to fall apart, a bunch of these technophobe types got together and started a commune here in Witchbane. They call themselves the Luddies, and you won't find a better bunch of farmers here or in the afterlife. Luddies meaning the Luddites, people who are against like progressive technology and stuff like that. They are the first faction. Now, every map I can choose to destroy a faction or try to make friends with them. Not every map. There's actually special missions and stuff involving different factions. So, for now, I think I'm just going to leave them alone, but they're there. If I reclaim something right next to them, they're not going to be happy about that. So I have to be careful, because it will piss them off. And if you piss a faction off too much, they will come after you. And I don't quite want that right now. There's one zombie, for God's sakes. I just didn't reclaim it in time. Instead, we're just going to scout this. And maybe you could kill the zombie, because you're not doing anything, clearly. Let's take her away just to like, kill these zombies. Hopefully they won't attack. Oh, more zombies. More zombies. Oh, there's a ton of zombies right there. That is rough. Ugh. Can the man kill them? He can, but there's 24 of them, and maybe he shouldn't try to kill them by himself. I sometimes have dreams that I was torn in half as the man. Sometimes have dreams. And boom. In a past life, perhaps. Torn in half. Got better. Got way better, obviously. Now in the third life. Alright, we're gonna defend ourselves. Excellent. I was pretty sure I could do that. Good, so that's all shored up. We kind of need this lab so I can start building more useful things in certain areas. And wow, I would love to take this. I love taking these big things, though. They're great. I can also trade with the Luddies. Alright, so there's a random kid here. I should adopt him because otherwise it's morally messed up. And it looks like I gave him to... Oh, I gave him to my builder. Alright. So now he has a kid, lowering his ability, but increasing his happiness. Which I think is just neato keen and great. And I'm going to investigate this crash by myself. Probably go faster if I was doing it with someone. Alright, so now the lab is open. It's actually, I should start researching construction pretty quickly. Hell, you're not doing anything. You could research it. Alright, so you notice the second tier of things have opened up. Zombie traps are amazing. Do not underestimate them. They're great. I'll show them. Hopefully this town I'll be able to show that, because I hope to research everything. Zombie avoidance, so if you're farther away from the base, it's less dangerous. Watchtowers, just base defensive buildings, increases because of a watchtower. Generate power, that makes you be able to craft items better. Signpost, random survivors might just find your town and wander in without you recruiting them. And improve skills. I believe that's for schools. If you go to a school, then you can train skills up, and it'll happen faster if you have that ability. So, I just want you to research with your no science ability. Yeah, he's going really slow. Now, I do have a chemistry kit, don't I? Who has it? Who has the chemistry kit? Alex Broski. Well, that means that he innately has science ability because he's holding the chemistry kit, so we're going to add him. And we're going to replace the defender here. Once we get construction, we can do all types of neat things. Alright, progress report. We're big enough. We can either build the government or we're close to being able to build the government. I'm not sure. And yeah, we should do that. I should also recruit more people, but I haven't found any people because we're not scouting enough. Oh dear. So this kid is just terrified, which makes sense. He was out in the wilderness for long enough. There are 3 things that I can do. If I do nothing, though, that's going to be a serious, it's going to be an issue for happiness, I think. I only have one choice, though, and that's to give this guy time off from work. I'm just going to do that so we can spend time with him. Yeah. But I could start a summer camp if I had a school, and I could talk to him if I had so much leadership that was a useful thing to do. I don't, however. Leadership's a little bit hard to build up. Actually, you can be a preacher or a bartender, however, and that'll help you build it up, but it seems to build pretty slow. But it would be a good thing for me to build up, I would say. Alright, so I searched the wreckage of that crash that happened, and I'm going to search the area, and that gives me 1 medkit. Medkits are kind of rare, but they can help you in certain events. So, usually, I don't remember what happens with the other thing, but usually I just search and try to get a medkit. Now alright. First of all, you can't trade with a faction unless you have 50% like with them, like if they like you. So I could just walk over to their base and trade. If they don't, though, you can find a trader on the map. And he should be able to take care of that. Now I can actually move him. You can find a trader on the map even if a faction doesn't like you that much and trade with them. So, alright, he has a toolbox. Toolbox is, really good for builders. I think the best building tool, actually. And someone who has the tool skill thing, it increases it by like 6, I think. So I definitely want that toolbox if at all possible. I'm going to give you so much food for it. It'll be totally worth it. And I'm running very low on ammunition. If you run out of ammunition, your guns is just like you didn't equip them. Because, you know, guns kind of need bullets to fire. I think that's all I need from you, actually. How much do the medkits sell for? I wonder. Yeah, 10 value? Whatever. So I'm giving them way too much food. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to get it back, like, instantly. Which is, again, it's kind of ridiculous how much food you can just get all of a sudden and then trade it. But, you know, I don't know how else it would work it. So we're going to give her the toolbox now to make her even more awesome. The hammer, though, not all that useful now because that guy has a son to worry about. So I'm just gonna give it to the man because he does build things on occasion. All right, things are looking pretty good. It'd be good to reclaim all the way to that wall, but let's talk to the Luddies real quick. See if they want anything. So he thinks that the CDC actually caused the zombie outbreak because he's a crazy conspiracy nut. So I'm gonna, encourage him to keep on talking. And he appears to have liked that. He says zombieism was an inside job, man. You know who created it? Because, yeah, alright. So he's saying that the Center for Disease Control actually did it. And that he thought it was going to be a weapon against China. But this is actually going to run the more things. Let me see. They were all going to put it in the water, turn us all into zombies. Ask that kid who runs over at St. Michael's. It seems that the head scientist was his father. We need a proper city government in order to talk to him. So since I don't have the government, I can't make certain diplomatic things to other factions. But that is a storyline that is brewing, and I can choose to pursue it or just, ignore it and just kill the Luddies or something if I was some type of psychopath. But the man does not approve of such things. He is noble, and he will do what is right. Or as long as he can. And it looks like... Boom, I should have been doing other things while waiting. But construction. Before I got a random event to get it, but now I've researched it. And that is excellent, because now I can start turning some of these fields and other crabs into useful things. Like, say, a hospital. I don't already have a hospital, do I? I don't. Probably want a hospital. Probably want a school. I mean, that would be nice. Hospital and a school, that's kind of important. We're just going to use those right now. Oh boy, alright, so it's been a very long time since that break that just happened. A lot of actual time, like a week or two has passed. I just got distracted, so I don't remember what was happening. Also, during that intro that I was reading, I recorded the entire thing twice, I remember, because I kept on saying Dana instead of Diane, and then I went to record, and I realized that in my re-intro thing, I said Dana, just as many times, if not more, and didn't even notice, because her name is Dana in my brain, even though it says Diana. That type of stuff happens to me all the time. And time to get hookers! Hookers are coming! Hookers! So that should increase the happiness of the camp, I believe. We talked to the girls afterwards. Generally, I don't know. I feel like there might be a further plot line with this, because there was in the other one. But, I don't know. If there's a further plot line, I've never gotten it to activate. So I just cleared that. Yeah, this is, like, kind of bad, because I really don't remember what I was doing previously. Oh, that would be really dangerous. Okay, let's just defend. But basically, now that I know how much time I've been recording, I should probably try and wrap things up somewhat soon. Could do a little bit more scouting. Is there... Okay, there is a lab. I think I used my scavenger to... Yeah, I used him to look at things. See, my favorite early upgrade is improved scouting, but that's not going to be available into the next town, so we're just going to do survivor management. I don't have any scientists. How much food am I generating a day? 8. I really do need to scout around and find more survivors and hopefully find a scientist. That would be great. If I could just do that before this episode ends, that would be pretty huge. School has been built. Now I just need any old survivor. If he's not a class that I want, which, I don't know. I might want another warrior. If it's a builder, I don't know. If it's not a class that I want, I can just change them into a scientist, and then I'll have another scientist, which would be quite desirable at this moment. Uh-oh. Injured while killing zombies. Wow. That wasn't expected. We weren't in danger. Well, good thing, Oh, so this wasn't even... That didn't even have anything to do with the zombies. Hire some muscle. Okay, this is an awesome thing for just 10 food. I can use this to just clear out a block. So I can be like... Kapowie. Now, not only there's no zombies there, and I can just run over and claim the thing. You can also use it on other human factions that you're at war with, so that is a thing that can be quite helpful. And we're being attacked. Of course we are. I also decided to build a church. That makes sense. That'll help with happiness. Especially, there's a stat called devout. And if people have devout, then they gain more happiness from churches, and they gain 0 happiness from bars, so... It's always good to have one church and one bar, basically. There's a perk called Skeptic, where you don't believe in religion, and you're... Well, I can't say that yet. That hasn't happened yet. Never mind. It has another effect. Another pretty useful effect. You should probably guard. You scout. And, yeah, I just need more people. I just haven't randomly found people camping out in houses, which is rough. Alright, a man showed up at our fort today wearing a stethoscope and one of those old-fashioned head mirrors. Yeah, I'll take your medical supplies, sure. We're actually running pretty low. So I could have... I've never gotten that event before, but I'm assuming she would have been instantly healed. But I'd rather have the medical supplies just, again, because I'm running really low. I don't care about that zombie right there. If he attacks, I'm, like, 90% sure he's going to take the rubble. So, and I just really need to scout, and I don't have the people to scout, so I'm just taking people off of even guard duty. That would be bad if we lost that, though. Alright, so you should probably defend. But everyone else needs to start scouting, so I can find someone else. You can have that rebel. There is a small chance that rebel won't be taken, though. No, alright. Never mind. Alright, there we are. That's what I needed. Alright, recruit. Now I can actually be a little bit more mindful of zombies attacking. Okay, now here's one of the biggest. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like I don't know how it could have been designed differently, but if you take over a piece of territory that's right next to another faction, they will be very suspicious and say, like, what are you doing this? Now, you can actually hand over the thing that you spent the time clearing zombies out to the faction, and they will automatically take it. Now, the reason this is a good thing is that it raises the faction how much they like you by a large amount. Like you saw, it was 10. It's usually like 10 to 11. So you can just capture a few pieces next to a faction and make them love you automatically with very little effort. You'll notice that he's got a 75 respect already. If I get to 100 respect, I get to have an alliance. That means I can actually build next to them and they won't be pissed off. And they'll send me supplies. And you need to make alliances with all the factions on a map in order to go to the next map. Almost all the maps. There's a few exceptions to that. But generally, that's what you need to do in each stage. So, it's just so easy. Just capture things next to them and give them to them, and it'll be great. Okay, so she doesn't have any skills. I don't know why she's starving when she's on a farm, but that's what happened. So I can actually turn her into the class that I want, which is Engineer. Excellent. So now she actually has a little bit of skill in you know, what that guy's working on, who has no idea what he's doing. But, you know, I'm glad he tried. And we're going to send him back to doing what he's actually supposed to do, which is scavenging. And I'm going to recruit yet another person. Hopefully. Sometimes it doesn't always work out. Alright, there's a little bit of danger, so I'm just going to throw food at the zombies, and that's fine. I mean, we would have been fine anyway, almost definitely, but why take chances? Alright, and you are going to now research probably this, signpost. Now random people might join me. And I can talk to Ron Yu. Maybe he'll tell me why he doesn't have any shoes. He's a builder, give him Tools Expert. I mean, as much as it's interesting to give them other things, Tools Expert is so good that it's ridiculous. Of course, he can't really use a tool with that son, but it's not really his son, right? That was someone that we just picked off the street. I could probably give him to someone else, and it won't be weird like it was when I gave her daughter to someone else. Ooh. Well, I gave her daughter to you, didn't I? Yeah, her baby daughter is being raised by this person. I don't know, it's a little bit weird. Did she have a gun? Yeah, she does have a gun. We're going to give her firearms training. And you'll notice her attack went from a 6 to a 5. Strike that, reverse it. So she's a badass with a gun and a baby. Baby guns. So now we have to use our ammo policy. We have like almost no ammunition, but I'm still going to say balanced ammo use. It's nice when you have a ton of ammo, and then you can change it to just murder everyone. Because then guns are even more effective. Okay, let's see here. Unfortunately, alright, so these guys are thinking about joining the Luddies, and I do not have what I need in order to get them to stay. I either need to be really strong, I either need to ask the Luddies, but they don't respect me quite enough, almost, or I need to insult them, but I need, like, skills to convince them. And unfortunately, you know, that means that I can't... So they're going to the Luddies. The Luddies are now stronger. They would be harder to defeat if I was going to fight them, but I don't intend to fight them. I want to make nice with them, really. What I really need, though, there's another faction, and I need to oh, he's right there. There's the other faction. Alright, so with a little bit of scouting, I should be able to find them. And with a little bit of scouting, maybe I'll be lucky enough to actually be able to get enough people to defend my fort. Alright, so there we are. St. Michael's School for Boys. 2 of our guys got ambushed by a group of boys in school uniforms today. They had hilariously improvised weapons. Socks full of quarters, dull swords made from fan blades, a modified Nerf gun that shot real darts. They were kids from an old-fashioned boarding school called St. Michael's, where they're fending for themselves now that the teachers are gone. They let our guys go, but warned us to be careful around their school unless we wanted a dart or two in our butts. Ouch. So they are another faction in the game, and you can actually see a little description of each factions. The King Owen Ludd runs a group of vegan farmers who think they're better off without TV, cell phones, or GM products. Specialties, tinfoil hats, and heritage tomatoes. And then we got St. Michael's Schools for Boys. Rufus and the other boys in his private boarding school have been surviving on their scavenging skills since the teachers left. Specialty, pranks, and food fights. There's 2 interesting buildings I'm seeing. One is this water treatment plant. If I get that, that'll prevent drought from happening, which can make all of your food bad. I think that's what it does, right? Oh, this is bad. Someone has stolen her toolbox. I'm going to talk to everyone. Okay, well, the guy with no shoes stole it. There's a chance if you pick that option that you'll lose the item because the person won't come forward. But if you pick the other options, you can lose the person who's stolen because she'll like go and kill or try to kill him, and he'll be like and just leave, which is ridiculous. But there was a one time, like my husband in the last game, because I played a female character, kept on stealing things. It kept on being him. It was ridiculous. And oh god, he was a terrible husband. He really didn't help. He was a liability. All right, we're gonna capture this. I want to see if I can buy some things. Hopefully that zombie won't attack. All right. A chemistry set. That's amazing. And another toolbox. Yes, please. You can have like a large amount of my food. And it's gonna be a perfect trade. Cool. Alright, I think we're wrapping up here just because I know this video is going to get long if I don't. It's hard to know when to stop because you just keep on going and doing things. Oh no, he can't use the toolbox because he has a kid with him. Who else can I pawn this kid off on? Who else? You. I don't really need a super strong... Here you go. And plus you guys kind of look alike. That's better. Second chemistry set. Well, she's already got level 3 sciencing by herself, and she has a stat. What is this? Intense focus. Oh, nice. -1 to all skills, but learns faster on missions. No wonder she's already at 3. That's unusual. So she's going to max herself out pretty fast. Also, her name is Stephanie Sunburn. Yeah. So it looks like she's a street person. And she's begging for money. I'm going to give her Bookworm, which, again, I think is the best skill for an engineering person. You need a book for it to activate, but if you get it, you can get their engineering skill to be incredibly high. So we got that. Boom. Alright, so I'm also recruiting this... Alright. Basically, you come onto a place where you can recruit someone, but they have a sick friend. Now, you can convince them to only bring the... Now, you can say, like, we have to leave the sick one, he's not going to make it, but you need a level 4 leadership, which I have. But I don't want to do that. I'm actually going to help the sick one with a med kit. And that's why you want a med kit, because now I have 2 people. We researched zombie vitals, so that's very nice. Who did I get? I got 2 scavengers. Do I need 2 scavengers? I don't know that I do, but maybe I'll... What do I need more if I don't need 2 scavengers? I think it might be good to have a leader. Like, just for the purposes of, like, manning the church. Or a bar if I had one. I should really build a bar, shouldn't I? But what I could really use is more soldiers, so... We're going to get another soldier. And I could use one other survivor, so... There we go. Or, survivor. One other scavenger. To look for different supplies. But okay. Next time we will build City Hall. And I will work on either destroying or allying with the 2 factions. I am CrossKnights, and I'll see you then.